Okay, Barry Sanders was interviewed by the NFL Network out at training camp. And of course, he was asked about running backs around the league. And of course, our own running back in Deandre Swift. And he said, explosive, great in space, and someone the league needs to watch out for. And something we need to keep our eye on is Deandre Swift. So, yes, anytime you have a legend talking about you and saying good things, that's great. But, what is Barry going to say? Other than good things about his own team's running back. But it got me thinking, man, this is like the 10th time I've heard DeAndre, like look out, explosive teammates, coaches, like real credible stuff, right? Everyone's bringing him up. It's like, man, I want to like DeAndre Swift. I'm not there yet because I think, you know what? Running the ball, like getting handoffs and getting the ball, I don't love him, but man, he can catch the ball good. But man, he dropped that one in Chicago against Chicago. Would have won it. But boy, when he gets in open space, boy, but he's always injured. But when he's on the field, man, he's a threat. He's a threat, right? So it's like this back and forth thing with DeAndre Swift. And I want to believe that he's going to be like really good this year because if you look at his stats, these are the first 7 games. And here's what I notice. First of all, his carries, he's getting about 10 carries a game. That's this column here. But again, I mean, 40, 50 yards a game, not bad, not great. He did pop off a little bit a few games later, but I'm just looking at these first 7 games. But here's where it's like, oh my gosh, he catches 8 balls, 4 balls, 7. He's catching like 6, 7, 8 balls a game for 50, 60. This one against the Rams when he took it a long way, 96 yards. So you like combine his rushing and receiving, and it's like, man, this guy can stay healthy. He's even bigger, faster, stronger this year than he's been. So it's like, I gotta believe he'll be good. Like, and I think, Ben Johnson's talked about it, offensive coordinator, how he's going to be a big part of it. And again, we talk about all of our weapons. When you talk about St. Brown across the middle, Hawkinson in the middle, Chark's looking really good this offseason. And then you got Swift coming out of the backfield. And what I really like is with Jamal Williams and Craig Reynolds, he's just not going to have to run through the tackles too much. And when he does, that's fine. I mean, I do think he can hit a big run once in a while, but he's not going to be just in there, especially, late in the game if we have the lead or if we're trying to eat clock, where he's not going to be the one just taking the ball. We have really good running backs, and that can keep Swift outside on screens, coming out of the backfield, catching the ball. I mean, he caught a ton of checkdowns from Jared Goff. He really did. That's a lot of those are, those were checkdowns, but that's fine. Check it down to him. Let him wiggle and get 7, 6, 7 yards, and it's like, man, that's perfect. So DeAndre Swift is a guy I keep hearing over and over in training camp. Jared Goff talked about him on a podcast that was like, again, he didn't have to talk about him, but he brought up DeAndre Swift as somebody he's really excited for. Dan Campbell, offensive coordinator, everybody is bringing up DeAndre Swift. So let me know in the comments, do you like DeAndre Swift? Not if you like him, but do you think he can have a really good year? Do you think, yeah, he like this guy can be really, really good, catching the ball, scoring a lot. He hasn't put it all together yet, and it would be just so nice this year if he can do that. So let me know in the comments, DeAndre Swift, your thoughts, what you think on him, and we will see you on the